We are joined by WWE superstar Chelsea Green. Good morning.
Good morning. You know what? I'm going to let it slide, Adam, that you did not introduce me correctly with the right little tone. But if you would like to redo it, I'll allow it.
You know what? I didn't want to geek out because Samantha Irving, who is my favorite ring announcer of all time, I didn't want to steal her thunder, but let me try this. I'm not going to do it any justice. Please welcome
All right.
Chelsea Green. That was terrible.
You know what? No, I'll give it to you. I've heard worse, okay? I've heard better, but I've also heard worse. So we're gonna give you 2 thumbs up for that one.
Not bad for a baritone.
Exactly.
How does a beautiful woman who looks like a model end up getting thrown around and beating up her body in a wrestling ring for a career?
Well, are you talking about me or are you talking about Tiffany or Maxine?
I am talking about you, and I would ask them the same question.
I have always been a little bit of a sporty spice, a tom girl. I played all the sports in school. I have weightlifted since I was 14. So this isn't totally outside of the realm of possibility. But as I got older and I was really into kinesiology and the way the body moves, I also fell in love with acting and theater and everything that came along with being a drama queen. And honestly, wrestling is both of those. Wrestling is the peak athleticism and the peak theater drama queenness. So it kind of has worked out perfectly.
Are you first and foremost in WWE right now an actress, a stunt woman, or a professional athlete?
I would say I'm an actress. I would say that the wrestling now is kind of second nature to me. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been wrestling all over the world in so many different countries and companies. Now I'm focusing on connecting with the fans through the acting part of it to see real emotion and things like that.
Now, Chelsea Green, that is your real name, and a lot of wrestlers don't use their real name in the ring.
Chelsea Green is my birth name, and I am so lucky Triple H allowed me to keep that name. You know, I gained a great little cult following on the independent scene with that name, and so I'm happy to bring it to WWE.
Here in Worcester, there's an independent wrestling outfit called Beyond Wrestling, and there is a number of wrestlers in the dozens that have now performed in WWE and AEW and other professional wrestling companies. It's right in the Canal District of Worcester. Does that mean anything to you?
Actually, it does. I have been to Beyond Wrestling. I remember the match I had. It was against Hot Scoop Skyler. It was in my first run on the independent scene sometime around 2017. And my gosh, do you guys have the best fans. That's why I'm so excited for Smackdown July 12th, because I know those Beyond fans are going to be the loudest fans at the DCU Center. It's going to be unreal.
Earlier this year, I had the opportunity to be a guest ring announcer at the White Eagle in Worcester. There was like 300 people standing around the ring. I've also been a guest ring announcer at the Worcester Armory once for someone who's very important in your life, Billy Gunn, and Road Dogg. Billy Gunn was influential in your life, wasn't he?
He was. He really took me under his wing after I was on WWE's reality show Tough Enough. He took me in. You know, him and his wife are amazing. They let me stay there while I was getting my boots on the ground and figuring out what I was going to do with my life. He trained me, and, you know, he's a hard ass, so he instilled kind of like, he instilled the toughness that I have, and I'm forever grateful for that.
And knowing what it takes to take a bump, as it's called, in wrestling, knowing what it feels like, can you imagine at, what is he, pushing 60 years old now and still wrestling? That's insane.
Insane doesn't even begin to describe Billy Gunn in all aspects of his life. He just did a backflip off of a diving board like 2 days ago. I mean, I would love to see my dad try to do a backflip off of a diving board at that age. It's ridiculous. He looks better than kids that are 20 years old.
Smackdown coming to Worcester's DCU Center July 12th. They're going to be in Boston at the TD Garden July 1st. Worcester's DCU Center is a great place to see wrestling. In fact, Smackdown came to the DCU Center in April of 2022, right after WrestleMania 38. Now, I went with a friend. Full disclosure, neither of us had watched wrestling since Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker in like 1998, 1999. We were hooked, Chelsea, from that moment. We watched it back because we were on TV the whole night. And then we watched Monday Night Raw, and we've been watching Raw and SmackDown and every premium live event since. The storylines that you are telling now in WWE grabs you emotionally.
I mean, that's the name of the game, isn't it? Like, we're back to telling stories that people are invested in, and this July 12th is going to be no different. And, I mean, on top of that, you're going to see the fallout from Money in the Bank that's happening on July 6th. So, July 12th is going to be... It's going to be telling what the future holds for WWE and the superstars, especially the winners of Money in the Bank.
Do you have any idea right now for sure who's going to be there in addition to yourself?
Well, I mean, does it matter who else is going to be there? I'm going to be there, and that's all you need, Adam.
Oh, here we go. So now I know that you are a sweetheart. I had the opportunity to have Carmella in the studio because she is from 10 minutes down the road in Spencer, Mass. And years ago when she was in WWE, she came in with her title, Carmella, on television back in the day, and she's all sassy, and she couldn't have been sweeter. And I have a feeling you're sweet and don't want to admit it too.
Well, even if I am sweet, you'll never know.
Exactly.
So that's that.
Because you're a great actress. So here's the ultimate compliment. When I got hooked on wrestling, my wife is like, oh no, please tell me you're not watching wrestling. For the past year and a half, every Friday, every Monday, Smackdown, Raw, and every premium live event, we don't miss an episode. She is as hooked as I am. And when I told her I'm interviewing Chelsea Green, she's like, I hate that bitch. I said, that is going to be the ultimate compliment to her.
No, it really is. That's exact. Look, you can love me, you can hate me. As long as you feel something for me, I'm doing my job. That right there is why I do this.
I told her that by calling her a bitch, that is the ultimate compliment. That is what she's going for, and she nailed it.
Exactly. Thank you, wifey. Thank you.
Is this true or false? And I'd love to know the details if it's true. Did you experience a real-life Julia Roberts Pretty Woman moment in a swanky New York City hotel?
I did at the Plaza Hotel right leading into WrestleMania weekend. My ass got kicked out of that hotel big time. And me being me, I cannot just let things be swept under the rug.
They kicked you out because?
Well, the security guards may or may not have thought that I was an escort.
At the Plaza Hotel.
At the Plaza Hotel in New York City. But let me tell you something. They regretted that big time. Here's the thing. I was having a great little girls' night. After they kicked me out, I enjoyed drinks at another hotel. I went to Chicago the musical. I went out for dinner. But not without tweeting about it. Of course, the world had to know what I had gone through, the trauma that this hotel had put me through, as one does when they get bad PR. They did try to ignore it. They couldn't. I was too loud for them. So they ended up calling me and having to apologize and treat me like the princess that I am.
Oh, my. You were a sassy teenager, weren't you?
Oh, I was a sassy newborn, toddler, teenager, adult. I'm a sassy wife. I'm going to be a sassy grandma.
So WWE Smackdown, I can't wait. July 12th. I already have my tickets. We want listeners to get their tickets. If you haven't watched wrestling in a long time, trust me, we are hooked. My wife and I are going to be there. We can't wait. It's basically live action television drama with incredible stunts, and you only get one take live on Fox Television, no reshoots. And did I sum that up?
I think you said it perfectly. I mean, just remember, you go get your tickets, because there's nothing better to do on a Friday night than watch people in teeny tiny little spandex with sparkles all over them fighting.
Well, that put a bow on it. Thank you so much, Chelsea Green.
Oh, beautiful. That was even better than the first time. Thank you for having me, Adam.
Take care. Thanks so much. Can't wait for July 12th.
Bye.